Hello guys, welcome to Tech Tricks tutorial. In today's video, I will show you how to use Trello. In this tutorial, we're going to walk through everything you need to know to get started with Trello, one of the best project management tools out there, perfect for individuals and teams. Before we dive in, make sure to hit the like button, subscribe to the channel, and click the notification bell so you don't miss any of our upcoming tutorials. Your support helps us bring you even more great content. Now, let's get started. Trello is a visual tool that helps individuals and teams organize their tasks, projects, and workflows using customizable boards. Whether you're managing a personal to-do list or leading a team on a complex project, Trello makes it easy to stay on top of things. Its simple drag and drop interface and flexibility allow you to tailor your boards exactly how you need them. Now let's take a quick look at the pricing plans Trello offers, so you can choose the best one for your needs. So first we have free plan. It is great for individuals or small teams. So their free plan offers unlimited cards, up to 10 boards per workspace, unlimited power-ups, features like calendar integrations, unlimited storage, 10 MB per file, 250 command runs per month using Trello's automation feature, custom backgrounds and stickers, assignee and due dates to keep your tasks organized, iOS and Android apps to manage Trello on the go, two-factor authentication for added security. This plan is perfect for beginners or small projects, but there are limits on the number of boards and the file sizes you can upload. Next, they also offer a standard plan, which is $5 per user or per month if billed annually. So what they offer here is everything in the free plan, plus unlimited boards, advanced checklists for more detailed task tracking, custom fields to personalize your cards, larger storage limit of 250 MB per file, 1,000 automation command runs per month, single board guests, and saved searches. This plan is perfect for small teams that want to scale up their work and need more advanced tools. Then they have a premium plan. This is $10 per user or per month if billed annually. So in premium plan, they offer everything in standard plus more ways to view your projects like calendar view, timeline, table, dashboard, and map views. Workspace views for team-level tracking, unlimited automation command runs, access to Atlassian intelligence, more admin and security features. As you can see, this is best for teams needing more sophisticated project tracking and multiple ways to visualize their tasks. Of course, they also have the enterprise plan. So here, they can enjoy everything in premium, plus unlimited workspaces and organization-wide permissions, more controls over boards, guests, and attachments, single sign-on, and other advanced security features. So this one is ideal for large organizations that need tight controls and high-level management tools. Now let's move on to signing up for a free Trello account. So to sign up, just go to Trello.com and click on the sign up button or the get started button. And then you will have several sign up options. You can use your email or with your Google, Apple, Microsoft, or Slack account. For this tutorial, I will sign up with my Google account. After signing up, Trello will guide you through the setup process. You can choose what you're going to use Trello for. Enter the name of your first board, or you can also invite team members right away, but we'll set these all up in more detail later. Once you've signed up, Trello will take you to your dashboard. Trello may automatically create a default board for you, but you can easily remove it if you want to start fresh. To remove a board, just click on the three dots on the board and select Close Board. You can also edit your workspace name, so just click the pencil icon to rename it. And you can also create a short name for quick reference and edit optional fields like your website and description. Now, if you want to invite team members to your workspace, simply enter their email or create link to generate a shareable invite. When you're done, just click Save. Now let's create a brand new board. Click on the Create a New Board button. You will see a range of background options, beautiful photos, colors. Now you can give your board a title. For example, let's call this board for YouTube videos. Next, select your board's visibility. If you set it to private, only you and invited members can see it. If you set it to workspace, everyone in your workspace can view it. If you set it to public, anyone with the link can view it, making it searchable online. You may now create lists that you need to work on. Now let's organize the cards on our board. Let's say you want one list for content ideas, another for script writing, and another for video creation. You can easily drag and drop these cards to reorder them as you see fit. Now, here's where Trello really shines. By default, Trello shows your board in board view. This is where you can create and organize your cards. But with the premium plan, you have access to other views like calendar, timeline, table, dashboard. And since we're using the 14-day free trial of premium, we can explore these views. But once the trial ends, you will only have access to the board view unless you upgrade. Alright, now let's dive into one of the key components of Trello, adding and managing your cards. Cards represent tasks or individual work items, and they can be moved across lists as your project progresses. Let's go ahead and add our first card. To add a card, just click Add a Card. Now let's give it a title. For example, let's type in Germany travel video. After that, click Add Card. You can create as many cards as you want by following the same process. So I will add a few more for different cards of our project, like how to invest in stock market, and Shopify tutorial video. Now that we have our cards, let's see how we can edit the details of each card. To do that, simply click on the card. Let's start with Germany travel video. Once you open the card, you will notice several options on the right-hand side. Let's break these down. The first option is Join. This is especially useful in team settings. If you click Join, it means you are taking ownership or responsibility for that specific task. This is great when working on a project with multiple members so others know who is handling which tasks. Next, we have Members. If you click on Members, you can assign different team members to this specific task or card. This makes it easier to manage who is responsible for what. After Members, let's talk about Labels. Labels are a great way to organize and prioritize tasks. You can assign different colors to represent the status or importance of each card. So let's say orange means the task is important. Red means it's urgent. And green means completed. This helps everyone quickly understand the progress of each task. Moving on, we have one of my favorite features, checklists. If you click checklist, you can add a detailed to-do list within each card. For example, in our Germany travel video card, we can add a checklist like stock video collection, background music or BGM, and logo creation. This is especially helpful to break down larger tasks into smaller, manageable steps. Next up, we have dates. Clicking on dates allows you to set a start date and due date for the task. You can also set a reminder to notify you when the due date is approaching. This keeps everyone on track and ensures tasks are completed on time. Now let's talk about attachments. With the attachment option, you can attach files directly to the card. Let's say I want to add a reference or cover image here. I'll just click attachment. Then I'll just choose a file from my computer and upload it. Now the attached image will show up right here within the card. Another handy feature in Trello is the comment section. Let's scroll down a bit. You will see the comment section here. And here you can tag a specific team member to get their attention or even mention all members. For example, let's paste a link to the image we attached earlier. And then here, let's say, please create a logo similar to this one. You can see how easy it is to collaborate in real time using comments and mentions. Now let's close this card for now and talk about what else you can do with your cards. If you right-click on any card, you will see multiple options like Open Card, Edit Labels, Change Members, Change Cover, Edit Dates, and more. One really cool feature is the Move option. You can use this option to manually move boards and cards. Or instead of manually moving a card from one list to another, you can also just drag and drop it to the next list like this. As you can see, it's super easy and intuitive. Now, if you need a copy of a card, Trello makes that simple too. Just click Copy Card, and Trello will duplicate all the details from the original card. Once you create a copy, you can drag it to a different list just like this. So as you can see, this is perfect if you need to repeat similar tasks across different stages of a project. Another thing is filtering. At the top of your Trello board, you can use the filter feature to quickly find cards based on members, due dates, or labels. This is super helpful when you're working on a large project with many cards. So you can filter by completed, for example, and see all the completed tasks easily. Alright, so now you know how to add and manage cards in Trello, assign tasks, and keep your projects organized. Before we dive into the next step, again, don't forget to hit the like button and subscribe to the channel. Now, let's move on and explore some more advanced features. Now that we've covered how to manage your cards, let's move on to an even more powerful feature in Trello, which is power-ups. Power-ups are Trello's way of adding additional functionality to your boards. Think of them like mini apps that allow you to integrate other tools or add features that don't come with Trello by default. This can help boost your project management efficiency by connecting Trello with other platforms or adding capabilities like reporting, file storage, and even automation. So how do we access power-ups? You can find power-ups by clicking on the power-ups button at the top of your board. Or if you're working within a card, you can also click Add Power-ups directly from the card itself. Now let's explore some of the featured power-ups available in Trello. Clicking on power-ups will show you a variety of options. Let's click on the Made by Trello section to see power-ups created by Trello themselves. For example, there's Google Drive, which allows you to bring your Google Drive files and folders directly into your Trello cards. This is perfect for attaching important documents or images right where your tasks are. Another popular power-up is Slack. Slack is great for teams who need to share information quickly. You can send Trello cards directly to Slack channels or private messages, making it easier to keep your team updated or to gather feedback on a task. And for teams that need to prioritize tasks, You can add the voting power-up, which lets your team vote on different Trello cards. This is especially useful for prioritizing features in a product or deciding which tasks to focus on first. Let's walk through how to add one of these power-ups. So let's say we want to add Google Drive. We'll click Add next to Google Drive. And now it's integrated into our Trello board. If we go back to one of our cards, we can see that Google Drive has been added to the cards options. Now, if we click on Google Drive, we can choose between attaching a file or a folder from our drive. For this example, let's click Attach a File. Of course, you will need to link your Google Drive first, so just click Link to Google Drive, and then just allow Trello access to your drive. Once that's done, you can easily select the file you want to attach. Your files will show up here and you can select whichever one you need. I'll attach this file, and now you can see it's been added to the card. You can edit, comment, or delete this attachment right here. Now let's move on to something even more exciting: automations. Automations, or as Trello calls it, Butler, allows you to automate repetitive tasks on your Trello board, saving you time and effort. To access automations, click on Automations at the top of the board. Automations can help with things like creating rules, setting up custom buttons, or even generating email reports. So first, there are rules. Rules let you automate tasks when specific actions take place on your board. For example, you can create a rule that says when a card is moved to the done list, automatically mark the due date as complete and remove all members from the card. Or when a card is created in the to-do list, automatically add a checklist of steps to follow. So let's try to create a simple rule. So it says here, when one thing happens, another thing happens automatically. Now let's try setting up our own automation. Click on Create Automation. To create a rule, there are 3 basic steps. First, we have to select a trigger, and then choose an action, and then review and save. So let's start with Add a Trigger. These are the different types of triggers you can choose from, like card move, card changes, dates, and more. For this example, let's choose card changes. Then we'll select when the green completed label is added to a card by me. Click the plus button. Now that we've added the trigger, let's move on to the action. This time we'll go with dates. And for this action, let's select Mark the due date as complete. So next, we'll just review the rule. So here's what we've set up. When the green completed label is added to a card by me, mark the due date as complete. So everything looks good, so let's just save it. Now, let's see how this automation works in real time. Let's go back to the card and label it as completed. Now we'll just have to wait a few seconds. And as you can see, the due date was automatically marked complete without having to manually check it off. Alright, that's it for power-ups and automations. These features really supercharge your Trello experience, making it more than just a simple to-do list. You can connect your favorite tools, automate routine tasks, and keep everything organized in one place. Automation are a great way to streamline your workflow and make sure nothing falls through the cracks. Whether you're setting up rules, custom buttons, or email reports, you can easily configure Trello to handle the repetitive tasks for you. Now, in automation, we can also create custom buttons to simplify repetitive actions. These buttons allow you to automate a series of tasks with just a single click. So let's dive into how you can set them up. So let's click on Automation button again. Then let's click on Buttons. As you can see, you have two options to choose from: card buttons and board buttons. For now, we'll go with board buttons. It says here that with board buttons, you can make multiple board actions with just one click. So let's give this a try by creating a button. So let's click Create a Button. The first step is to choose an icon for your button. So you can select any icon that suits your needs from the options provided. So let's say this bell button right here. Next, you will need to enter a title for your button. Once you've done that, just click Add Action. So for this example, we'll create a button that moves cards between lists. So now let's choose Move Cards as our action. In this case, we'll set it to move all cards from the list Content Ideas to Video Creation. Once that's done, I think that's pretty much it. Just click the plus button and then hit Save. Then let's see what happens when we use the button. So here's the button we just created. When I click on it, let's watch what happens. As you can see, it instantly moved all the cards from Content Ideas to Video Creation with just one click. That's how easy it is to streamline your workflow with custom buttons. Alright, let's make sure you're always on top of your important projects by setting up daily email reports or notifications for any projects due today. This is a super handy feature, and Trello makes it easy with automations. Here's how to do it. First, let's head back into Automations. Click on Rules. And this time, we will select Schedule. Now let's click Create Automation. So now we're going to set the trigger. So start by adding a trigger. Since we want daily reports, choose Everyday here. You could also select Weekday if you'd rather skip weekends. So let's set a time for when we'd like to receive this report. Say 8 a.m. Once that's set, click the plus button to confirm. Now we will add an action. So here, we're going to choose Other. And then select Create a Report. We're going to customize this report to only include projects due today. So let's set up the filters. Then apply a filter to Dates. Then choose Starting and then select Due Today. To make sure only today's deadlines appear. Once set, hit the plus button again. And then if you'd like to keep things more organized, especially if you anticipate having many different lists and tasks, you can group them by list or by due date. And now add the email address where you want to receive this report. If you have multiple email addresses, you can just separate them with a semicolon. For the email subject line, type something straightforward. Then for the message, let's add a reminder like just a reminder that you have projects due today. But here's a crucial part. Make sure to include this short code in the message body. So you just have to type curly bracket, $, report, underscore, HTML, and then curly bracket again, without space. This little code will pull in the list of due projects. Without it, you'll only get the reminder text without any project details. So make sure to include that short little code. Once that's all set up, click the plus button to save your automation. To make sure it's working correctly, you don't have to wait until 8 a.m. You can just click the little rocket icon here to run the automation immediately. So we can also check it right now. So now let's check my email to see if it's working. And there it is. Even though I don't have any projects due today, you can see the report sent, displaying no cards to display. But this is how your daily report will look once you have projects scheduled. So that's how you can use Trello to receive automated daily reports on your due projects. With this setup, staying on track has never been easier. Now, Trello isn't just for managing work-related tasks. You can also use it for personal planning and goal setting. Let me show you how. So let's create a new board for a personal project here. Then I'll just choose a random background. Then title this board something like daily routines. If you want to keep it private, you can change the visibility settings here. And now let's just click create. For this board, we'll create a simple routine tracker. So I'll add a list for each day of the week. So let's say this is Monday routine. Tuesday routine. Wednesday routine, and so on. Right through to weekend routine. You can make lists for each day of the week or divide them however you prefer. Now, just add cards under each day for the tasks you want to complete. For example, add a card for morning walk under Monday. Then go to work and things like that. With Trello, you can easily organize your plans, track your daily routines, and stay on top of personal goals. Well, you can also use Trello as a tool in order for you to know your priorities the things that you need to do. Let's say, for example, you are a teacher and you have a lot of things to do for the day, and you just want everything to be organized. So let's try to create another board here. And let's just choose a random background. Maybe, let's say this one right here. And then let us put a title for this one, Teacher Routine. And then again, you can change the visibility. You can set it to private, workspace, or public. But yeah, let's just set it to private this time. And then let's just hit on create. And there you have it. We have another board. So let us try to create a list. So let's say this one, things that I need to do. Okay, and then we have priority list. Priority list. And then let's say for this one, let us put meetings. Okay. Okay, let's just make 3. All right, so for this one, let us add cards. So what we're gonna put in here are obviously the things that, for example, I need to do for the day. So let's say as a teacher, of course, we need to create a lesson plan. And then let's create a presentation. Then let us add, let's say, meeting with other faculty members. Let's say meeting with Professor Smith and the visitors. Then say check students' exam papers. What else? Say check students' weekly projects, things like that. So we already have a list or cards here, a list of the things that I need to do for the day. So as you can see, I created priority list here earlier and meeting list earlier. So what we need to do now is to group them into the right categories, for you to be able to know the things that you need to prioritize and the meetings that you need to attend. So for example, priority list, since it is very easy to drag and drop cards here, we can just put it like that, and then create a lesson plan. Let's say meeting with Professor Smith and visitors, meeting with other faculty members, and then check student exam papers, check students' weekly projects. So let's say this one is more important than this one. So I'm just gonna put it here. So we can actually just play around with these cards and lists to help us organize the things that we need to do for the day. So that's how Trello works. It doesn't just help you arrange the things that you need to do at work. It also helps you, plan your day, plan your week. You can even use this as a tool to plan a trip. So this is pretty useful for everyone. Even if you're using the free version, I think there are lots of things that you can actually do here, but if you want to access, more features, then you can consider subscribing to their plans. So now let's wrap this up. So there you have it, a full crash course on how to use Trello for project management. Whether you're managing work tasks or organizing your personal life, Trello is a powerful tool that helps you stay productive and keep everything in one place. So here's a quick recap of some advantages of using Trello. So Trello's boards, lists, and cards make it easy to visualize your workflow. You can add team members, assign tasks, and communicate directly on cards, ensuring everyone stays on the same page. Automation with custom rules, buttons, and automations, Trello can handle repetitive tasks, saving you valuable time. Whether it's for work or personal use, Trello adapts to your needs. From daily routines to managing complex projects, you can structure it your way. If you found this tutorial helpful, please give this video a thumbs up and don't forget to subscribe to the channel for more in-depth guides and tips to help you boost your productivity. Also, you can hit the notification bell so you don't miss any of our new content. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next video.